right? I want to tell you about my top 5 projects, so you know what I've been doing, where I'm at, and where I'm going. All right, let's do this. Like I said, at the end of the day, we need to go ahead and update you on all things going on, because since I did my last live, it's been a lot of things going on. I'm talking a lot. All right. But it is great. It's great to be here. Great to be back in San Diego. If you didn't know, for the last couple of weeks, me and the family, we finally had a chance to go ahead and hit the road. Went out to Texas, visit my mom. I mean, it was great. We had a good time with it. Um, it's been a while since we had a chance to go home. During 2020, we had that pandemic, got the lockdown. In 2021, really just kind of working from home and trying to navigate the whole COVID situation. Didn't want to expose, the kids and myself and so everybody else. I got the vaccination. Maybe one day we'll talk about, the different vaccinations that's out there and the different levels of COVID and Corona and monkeypox and it's been a lot of talk about that. I don't get into those things publicly, but I do have my own kind of way I look at that. But I just want to let you know that hey, I'm back on the West Coast. I'm back ready to talk a little bit more about where I'm at. Why? Because I'm in a very, very good place. I have a strategic plan that is laid out for the next year. Why? Because, well, I'm going to show you in a minute. But here's the interesting thing, right? As you know, when I started 2022, personally, there were some serious challenges as far as the programs and really identifying the programs that were going to be programs for, my community and what I was going to do going forward. If you're with me today, if you've been with me, over the last year, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. And I believe that, how this really works, because this is a long term, type of program that Team Achieve and Rashid Hill really rolls with. I know when you see a lot of these videos and people talk about these different programs, they always kick it off with, hey, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not, trying to give you any promises on making money in this online space. Well, guess what? I'm not either. But I would like you to know that I am a personal finance consultant and I'm a crypto consultant. And I'm very passionate about helping people navigate these very interesting waters when it comes to emerging technologies and how you can benefit from this wealth transfer in the fourth industrial revolution. Yes, we're still in it. Under the cover of all of the politics and the international events that are going on. Because as we all know, one of the major events that affected the crypto market and really all markets, all financial markets, was and is the war and the type of a disturbance in the Ukraine and Russia and all that, and so it did have an impact. And a lot of people don't know that there's a different impact that crypto had on and because of that particular disturbance in the financial and global markets. More people in the Ukraine area were sustaining themselves and utilizing Bitcoin than anywhere else on the globe. And we don't hear about that too much, but a lot of the regional banks around the globe or central banks around the globe try to keep their hands out of cryptocurrency or digital currencies, but they pretty much turn a blind eye to the Bitcoin transfers going as fundraising to certain countries. So that was interesting about the crypto moving across borders. It stalled so many times throughout the last couple of years, but when it came to certain areas of the globe that people wanted to get cryptocurrency and funding through, it just took off and everybody was excited. Well, anyway, hey, look, like I said, I'm here to provide you information and education on the crypto scene. I just finished a presentation about the future of cryptocurrency and investing, and I'm going to be doing another one. I think I have it here somewhere. Let me see if I can pull it up. Boom, there it is. So yeah, I don't know if that's better. It's bigger, so maybe that's better. So yeah, I'm going to be doing another presentation maybe in about a week. I'll probably do 3 of them, and I'm going to talk about how do you stop losing money in this crazy online game and start earning profits. And I'm going to talk about the programs that's going to earn you the most, the safest, less risk, and highest profits. So that's really what I want to talk about, because guess what? In 2022 into 2023, guess what Coach Rashid has done? I have finally got to a point. If you can't hear me, I guess I better move the mic a little closer. I've gotten to a point where, yes, we are on the winning teams. Here are 4 things I want to kick it off with. The state of the union for Coach Rashid's top and current projects. One of the things I'm going to say is the first thing I want you to know is you got to follow these rules. And like I said, I've been gone for a while, right? I haven't done any videos. I was going to do another video, but I decided to go ahead and go live because it's easier. I don't have to edit. Oh my gosh, it takes so long to do that. But I'm still going to have to get that done so I can move it over to the other platforms. Any of you guys know how do I get to do a Zoom within Telegram in a Telegram group? Man, I need some help with that because that's a challenge for me. So anyway, here's the 4 things I want to talk to you about. Make sure that you follow these rules anytime, every time that you get involved with the program or want to get involved with an online investment plan, definitely with crypto. The first thing is do your own research, right? It doesn't matter how much I know, how much I study, how much I've experienced, I've won, I've lost, I've learned. But at the end of the day, you have to make your own decisions based upon your particular research, right? Part of that research is listening to maybe somebody on YouTube, maybe going in, looking at a website. Just do as much as you can. I personally went to an office in Beverly Hills to validate my level of interest with a specific hedge fund. So that's just another level, right? If you're not able to go that far, which most of us are not able to see in office because most of these online platforms aren't designed to be legit. They're just designed to give you a face, basically meaning the website, and then they're going to run away. So how do you, right, stay in the game, Rashid? How have I been in the game so long? How have I gotten to a point where I've earned over 6 figures in this game within 7 months? Wasn't the last 7 months. But there were 7 months within the last 12, and now back on track. So how am I doing this? 1, do my own research, right? Very diligent in what I look for. 2, hold on. I only use risk capital. Okay. Okay, give me 5 minutes and we got you. So the one thing I don't do is I do not take money that's earmarked for my livelihood and my family and put it into these investments. Never. No. That is a big no. Don't do it. Red X, right? Risk capital, disposable income, whatever you have left after all your bills are paid and you have a little bit set aside for a rainy day. And whatever that extra is out there that you might be going to McDonald's, you might be Starbucking, you might be, buying some ice cream, whatever. You can take some of that. And when you collect enough of it, then you go ahead and put an investment down. And this is under the risky type, like online when you don't know who's behind it, but you see a good, ROI and you want to try it out. That's what that's for, right? Do not use your rent, mortgage, your car, insurance. Please don't do that. And definitely don't go into your kids' piggy bank. Break even point. get to the break-even point quickly, right? This is something that a lot of other YouTubers talk about as well, but it's consistent. It's something that I believe in. When you put an investment down, when you deposit money into a platform after you've done the other two things, you want to make sure you get to the point where you get your profit out quickly. Now, how do you do that, right? So if you put in $1,000, you want to make sure that you get your $1,000 worth of profit back in a short period of time. So that's key. That is so key. This is all about what I'm going to talk. When I talk to you about the programs that I'm involved in, when I talk to you about the ones that are doing the best for me and that I recommend, then you'll know why these four things are so essential, right? So anybody that's taking the time to check out this live will understand that these four things are absolutely critical. And if you know somebody that's not winning, and you know somebody that's hurting in this particular in these programs, it's because they're not doing these four things. So get to your break-even point, right? Get to the point where you have, if you put in 1,000, you get that 1,000 back with profits. You can do it, directly with the ROI, or you can do it by sharing your link. So it's up to you how you want to do that. The fourth thing and the final thing that I'm going to talk about is diversification. Do not fall in love with a platform. I like platforms. I like a lot of different types of platforms. I like the people behind them. I like some, of the top leaderships because they are very, very good at what they do. But I don't get to a point where I'll give my left arm for a platform. No, it's not going to happen, right? So diversification is always priority. Get that and lock in. Diversification is priority. Now, I can do a whole topic on I watched a YouTube guy that had a pretty good following, and he was like the passive income, kind of, paradox. Whereas people talk about passive income, people talk about diversification, and they said, but how many people have enough money to even diversify? Right? If I got $1,000, do I put 50 in one, 50 in another, 50 in another, 50 in another, or do I put 1,000 in one, or do I split the 500? What do I do? How do I do it? All right. So these are some of the things that you have to consider. All right. So, but those are the four things that I want to leave you with. And before I get into the actual platforms that are really crushing it for me right now, remember, do your own research. No matter who you listen to, do your own research. Use risk capital or disposable income. Do not use monies that you have earmarked for bills and things like that. Break even. Make sure you get your profit, get your capital back as quick as possible. And then diversify. Do not fall in love with a platform. Diversify. Have multiple platforms that will help you out. Now, here is the most important thing that you need to remember is when I get into what I'm going to talk about, my main topic of all the platforms that I'm currently in, you'll understand the diversification and why it's so valuable to my success and my longevity in this game. All right. So with that being said, let's see. It's your move, right? Keep solving problems, but never stop moving. I love this, right? Because chess is like that, right? You have to look so far ahead because you are wanting to win the game. You got to make sure you're moving right. Are you moving to the side? Are you moving at an angle? Why? Because something might be ready to take you out, right? And so here's my programs. And then you'll understand really why this is so important to what I'm about to say. Top program, Sophia Global, Zenique Technologies. Some people may, have some challenges on why that's a top program. For me, I don't have any issues with it because it has stood the test of time. It has lasted longer than anything else I have on my docket. DHF is out there, but DHF is faltering, is stumbling. It can't recover from the downturn last month or so. But Saphir Global never missed a beat. They continue to pay from day one, and they continue to pay all the way now. They have better security in place. They're starting to deliver the hubs as they promised. They're raising the stakes. Their blockchain is still one of the fastest on the market. They have the smart swap that's coming here shortly. We got the decentralized exchange that is almost finished. They've added valuable, I'm talking really valuable strategic partners that help benefit our particular bottom line or our income as a Saphir Global member. And so when I talk about Saphir Global and Zenique Technologies, I'm talking about a top tier platform program that is not about trading and, APY and all that kind of stuff. It's talking about an actual program, a business that created their blockchain and actually created avenues for other projects to come on board and benefit all of us as members on that platform. Something really unique about the Saphir and Zenique program is it has a new NFT savings plan. That's a bonus, right? And if I have a chance, I'll show you some of that. But that NFT savings plan is something new that they've added, and Avanok has supported that. And so when we earn our bonuses and commissions, then there's another avenue for additional income that's coming through the Avanok tokens as well. We have the Tupan tokens that Dash launched recently. And so the Saphir Global and Zenique Technologies is really a top tier program that has added the Avanok, project, and they've added Tupan projects. And those are really, really critical to the success that we have had and we will continue to have with that project. Now, number 2 is Bonanza Global. I'm going to tell you, Bonanza Global is one of the companies. They have a stand-up leadership, management, ownership. These guys, there's about 2 or 3 of them that own it, but you'll see, 2 of the guys that are doing really a lot of the promoting and talking about the project. And, Mr. Paz and Mr. Francisco, these guys are really, really key to making sure that everybody understands, everybody knows about that project. So very fascinating what they're doing. It's a micro hedge fund. If you haven't seen any of my videos, then go to my, my YouTube channel and you'll see the videos. You'll see a full presentation if you want. There are new developments that are coming out. Right now, the back office is in transition because they're upgrading everything. Why? Because business is booming. People are flocking to this particular organization because it is definitely doing things nobody else is doing in this space. Is it paying? Absolutely. I'm going to tell you, the ones that I'm going to talk about are paying platforms, right? So we have Bonanza Global. Back office is in transition. It's a headache to transition, but when you're a real company and you're doing, the right things for your members, then you're going to have some hiccups. But we know that it's still paying. If there's a hiccup, we contact the CEO and we get that fixed quickly. One of the things I want to leave you with about this that is really critical, other than the money back guarantee, there is what they call the principal protection investment. What we call principal protection investment is you have investment insurance that you can utilize, and that's one plan within this program that gives you full investment protection. So if you invest, I think it's a 50,000 or more, then you're locked in for 2 years, but your money is protected. You literally, if something goes wrong or whatever, you will get your principal back, no problem. It's all good. Nobody else out there is doing that. So I really, really believe Bonanza is going to be one of those that stick around for a while. Let's talk about Pegasus. Pegasus and DHF, Stake BNB, those are kind of in this bubble right now. Pegasus, they've been around for about 6-7 months. Really rocked the crypto world, crypto investing world between March and May timeframe because of some other platforms that went away. They came through and really captured a lot of the market share for a lot of us that were in this crypto space. And so Pegasus is still a great platform. Right now, we're just waiting to find out if the withdrawal process is going to come back online. But if you're in this, if you've been around for a while, it could come back or it could go away. So that's why diversification is key. DHF, it may be on its last leg. I don't know. It's been around for about 3 years, paying 10% a month. Is it on its last leg? I don't know, but it is suffering because of the downturn that came last couple of months in the market. Stake BNB. When BNB drop, of course, your commissions drop, your profits drop, and your return drops in the platform. And so I went from making about, anywhere from $100 to $200 a week. I didn't have a lot in it, but hey, that was cool with me. Now it's taken a while longer just to get some of that profit. So it's been affected as well. So those are not key players in my particular current platforms. But what I wanted to highlight that because I'm just giving you updates on everything I got. So DHF, Pegasus, and Stake BNB, they are on the ropes right now, and that's why diversification is key. And so when I speak of diversification, then boom, what you think happens next? Here are some that's going to replace that. Validus. Validus is a nice platform. Validus has something that's really sets it apart. It's only doing about 12% a month, but what it is, it has what they call a matrix that pays out $1 for every person that signs in after you within that force matrix. So I like that little thing. I haven't put a lot into it, but hey, you know what? I did get into it back in January because just I liked the way it looked. Had a friend that was kind of talking about it. So Validus is still on the docket, not actively working it, but hey, I'm earning a little bit from it from a passive side, which is that's all I'm about, making giving you ways to earn passively. Validus is one of those. Luna One, which is a Metaverse coin that I invested in, is doing great. I've already talked about that on a previous video. BitMonsters. I know it sounds a little weird, but BitMonsters is a very it's a very strong platform. It is legit. The people behind it are serious about growing this platform. They did a massive event in Vietnam recently. They're going to Cambodia. They're growing this thing like wildfire. They're paying up to 25% a month, about 6% a week. You can withdraw per week. So BitMonsters is a leading platform. I look at BitMonsters as is definitely one of the quality platforms out there. It does. I log in through a VPN or my Brave browser with that one because I always have trouble with it when I log in in my Google Chrome. And so if you're international, you might want to take a look at that one. It's in my Telegram group. You can check it out. I have Recompense. Recompense is it is a matrix, a force matrix. I'm not a matrix fan, but there was a couple that popped up, so I decided to diversify into them. The reason, I'm going to tell you straight up transparency, the reason why I got into Recompense, one, because it was only $65. So I knew that, a lot of people could take advantage of that entry point. The other part is the person behind it. I mean, quality guy, right? If you've looked at my videos on Recompense, you know that it's a quality platform, and the efforts that was put into building that platform and offering that platform was really to help people. And a lot of us followed that, hey, this guy's, legit. He's doing his thing. He's been in this game like us. Then now he's creating something that is valuable for everybody. And so I got in. Now, here's the issue with me. Matrices depend on people. I don't want to depend on people. I just want the platform to work, right? And that's why a lot of people have some kind of concern about when you're investing in a platform, or if your money is in your custody, or is it in the broker's custody? Is it in the platform's custody? I don't get into all of that. All I know is if I have to depend on other people to come in, if I have to depend on two people to get two people to get two people, then we know that that's just not going to happen. That's just a reality. And that's why it's struggling now, right? So it's not in my top 3, 4, or 5, but it is a platform that I wanted to get involved with and support my brother that has put together that platform. And so I did reach out. I supported him. I did videos as well. Don't think I got a lot of love in return for that. But at the end of the day, I believe that he's a stand-up guy, and Recompense is still working. Now, let's talk about what's coming. And then I'm going to give you my top platform right at the end of the video. Tech Trades, hot. I know you don't see it up there. Tech Trades is hot. Just letting you know. Tech Trades is a hot platform. And I say that because I want you to really understand that Tech Trades, they have adjusted their platform. It is a trading platform, right? They have certain crypto they trade, certain forex they trade. It is definitely something that I like. I jumped into Tech Trades. A good friend, L Blue. We've been in different programs together. He's he's a big Novatech guy. I'm not, just so y'all know. Um, I appreciate what they're doing. So I'm not negative on Novatech. It's just not for me personally. But I know a lot of people that's doing really well with it, and I respect that. So really cool. But Tech Trades, I like Tech Trades. Tech Trade, like I said, it's a TP Global FX. They're doing good things. When I looked at their track record for over about a 2-month period, I think it was about 3 months total, and it was some days they weren't trading, but 2 months I think they traded for the most part, maybe 28 to 30 days. And they have two different programs. They got a smart bot and they have a hyper bot. Hyper bot is more risk, but it brings in anywhere from 5, 6, maybe up to 10% a day. Now, there was not many 10 percenters, but there were a lot of 5 to 7% days. Like literally, I watched it for a 2-month period, and I'm like, the track record was anywhere from 5 to 7. And like I said, there was some that got up to 8%. This is per day. These are their bots that's just crushing it, right? They have a 20% performance fee on a weekly basis, because every week, you see your trades, and they go ahead and remove that 20%. And I still came out, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is, and I'm gonna give you kind of an update on where they are now. I joined them about a week and a half ago, right? Watching for a couple of months. About a week and a half ago, I put in about $500. So let me check it out. That week went by. I was going through it yesterday, and the account balance, right? It's it was about a 49% increase in that 1 week. 49% wins, right? So I had about it's like $898 or something like that. So I put in 500, and within 1 week, I had a profit of about $489. That's crazy, right? And I think I paid out about $91 in fees. All right. So let's check this out. That right there is awesome. And so if it did 40% in 1 week, and there's 4 weeks in a month, how much is that? Yeah, exactly. 160%. So the potential of it to do 160% is great. You know why? Because in June and July, it did over 100% per month. That's the kind of stuff that I'm telling you guys. 2022 has really become a superstar year, because I haven't lost since January or February timeframe. I have the platforms went away, but I managed, with the diversification, I managed it from profit to profit. I didn't have to take money out in order to invest, because I was following the rules that I talked about at the beginning. And that's what I like to explain. And I want people to understand: follow the rules and you will continue to win. That doesn't mean you're going to win them all. It just means that you're not going to have to come out of your pocket in order to invest. You take profits from one platform and you put it into another one. You're not losing, because those were wins, right? And so if the platform goes away, that's okay, but you at least was not coming out of your own pocket. So that's really the thing I want you to really understand. Now, the Tech Trades right now, they're looking for another broker to go ahead and utilize, because the liquidity provider was not able to keep up with how fast that they were, wanting to pay out. So right now, they said we're in a holding pattern for them to go ahead and do that. So I'm looking forward to the new broker that comes online. There's two more I want to hit up, and then we're going to be done. CGI is going to be my next project. Like I said, when there's other ones that are not doing too well, then we have to shift. Diversification is going to be the key always. Diversification, right? So if Pegasus, DHF, Stake BNB, if those aren't performing, then guess what? What about Validus is just in the background running. I'm not looking to, it's just recruitment heavy. So I'm not doing that. Recompense is just hanging in there. So I'm looking at Tech Trades and CGI and BitMonster to replace Pegasus, DHF, and Stake BNB. That's how I roll. Okay. And so those are going to be videos that you'll see coming in the future. CGI paying about 1.65% a day on a $50 up to $5,000 deposit. I think that's phenomenal. And it's a 7-day turnaround, right? So you're going to earn that for 7 days, about $170 a day if you put in about 1,000. And that's, to me, is phenomenal, right? So CGI paying 1.65% a day. Minimum $50 to get into it. It's a 7-day run, and then you start over again. That's quick hit. Boom. You don't have to risk your capital for a long time. You don't have to risk a lot of capital, but you can get really, really good returns. Now, as you know, with Pegasus, it's 1.5% a day, which everybody was like head over heels about. This one's paying 1.65% a day, and it's been doing it very, very well. And so I definitely recommend you take a look at CGI, running 7-day terms, and then you can flip it and do it all over again. So your money's not tied up for a long period of time. 7 days, man, come on. That's really good. Now, I don't like to mess with my money over and over and over. I like to have it run and make me money, right? So I don't want to work for my money. I want my money to work for me. So I'm looking at the bullish plan. The bullish plan pays out 224% over an 8-week period. I know, 8 weeks, right? You're looking at about 60 days running until you get your deposit back. So, but here's what's cool. It's a weekly payout, 15%, 15.5% a week. So when you do the calculation, right, you have the $50 to $5,000 is going to pay you 1.65% a day. Then the bullish plan with CGI pays 2.21% a day for 8 weeks. And then you can get that principal back and you can do it all over again. And so they're averaging about 62% a month with that, up to 62%. So you can realistically earn about 62% a month with that particular CGI plan, right? The minimum, though, for the bullish plan is $3,100. So that's the other issue. A little higher to get into, run for 2 months, but you're going to earn about 24%. That's including your principal. But if you run it, then you at least is going to earn 124% return. Okay, that's sort of 224 is because it includes 100% is your principal. The other 124% is your profit. So really, really powerful plan there. So I just want you to know that there's some good stuff out there. I know Polynors is doing really well. Funds is still running. NVFX is running. There's some great programs out there. Space USD, BNB is running. So anyway, hey, look, I know I've been on for a while, so let me go ahead and close it out with the absolute top platform that I have on my docket. It's called Crown Global, right? So let me, because like I said, I don't want to run into any issues because Crown Global is a private investment club. And when you're dealing with private investment clubs that are legit, they don't want no problem, then they are very careful about what they allow, right? And so what I'm going to do is give you just a quick hit to let you know Crown Global is real. Crown Global is elite private club. Crown Global is the top tier program that I have, and it it pays on a continuous basis. It does not falter. It has not failed at all. I'm going to give you, if I can find that video, I'll post that video up. But just to give you a highlight of the platform itself, what I can tell you is Crown Global is a platform, private investment club, very elite, very strict about how the marketing and promotions. There is no individual marketing promotions per se for like public access. It is all friends and family. It's people that you know, people you can reach out to. So if you reach out to me and say, hey, look, I want to know a little bit more about this, then we're going to have a conversation. Then I'll be able to recommend, right, you to the actual overview, which is a Zoom call that happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So what I can tell you is, if you're interested in a quality platform, private investment club that is literally friends and family invitation only, very, very strict, very, very elite, then I can definitely put you, in that environment. But you will definitely, we have to have a conversation so I can break down, everything to you before any of that happens. All right. So that's how that is. It is my top platform. Let me give you the top 3 or 4 that I believe are rocking and rolling. Saphir Global's Unique Technologies, absolute winner, but it's a different type of platform. That's all I want you to know, is a type of platform. My diversification is different platforms doing different things, but they all bringing in the funds. Then I have Bonanza, which is, amazing in this space as well. Micro hedge fund, great leadership. Looking at a long-term project there. And then I'm looking at Tech Trades and CGI bringing in, man, like I said, Tech Trades is doing 5 to 7% a day. And then CGI is pushing out about 2.21% in the project that I'm going to be involved in. But they will produce 1.65% a day for 7 days for those that want to get involved. BitMonsters is another one, but it's just, I'm still kind of working through that one. So I'm not pushing that out there. It's one of my top 5. Crown Global, it's heads and tails above the rest. Private investment club, definitely something that if you have earned some funds in these platforms and you want something better, you have some capital, you've earned some profits, but you're tired of this rat race. You're tired of the if this is going to be around today or tomorrow, like the Pegasus. I mean, there's people that's withdrawing $4,000 or $5,000 a day, and really experience some success with that. Just like COTPS and Swapnex and MetaFee, all that. People brought in some big money from those. So what I'm offering is a place to put that, to not even fear if that money is going to be around. And that's what I bring to the table. I don't need to offer you guesswork. I don't need to offer you projects that may be here, may not be here. I'm offering you projects that are here and they are set up for the long term. Right. And so just so you know, if you're interested in something like a Crown Global, right, a very elite and very, friends and family oriented project that is securing the project for years to come, the first thing you're going to need to know is there is no public and just out there, videos and you're not going to, there's none, because that's not how they roll. But if you're interested, you get in touch with me, we talk, we have a conversation, and I'll go ahead and get you set up for the Zoom call they have on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You get to meet the trader. The trader basically, he's got a LinkedIn profile. You can read about him. Has a massive background. He has an organization, an agency of other traders that work with him, and he has a succession plan. If he goes down, somebody else steps up. If they he has literally a succession plan in place to keep that project going. Right, no matter if he's there or not, he has something in place for us. We've been told, because I didn't start at the beginning of it, but over 7 months, he's never missed a commission payment, and he's always on time or before time. making those payments, and those payments come directly to your account. You don't have to ask for them. They are dropped into your wallet. Boom, stable coin, everything. So, if you want to get to real money, I'm talking, if you want to get to a point where 50 to 100,000 per month is automatically your income within the next 12 months, then I can tell you, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not clairvoyant. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But based on the information, based on my particular situation, my personal experience, and my particular portfolio with this particular agency, it's very probable that we'll all be sitting in a better place this time next year. So yeah. So I just wanted to go through some of these platforms, let you know what's available. If you are earning from some of these high risk platforms, and you want something that works, you want something a little more solid, and you want somewhere to put your funds that it will grow without you scratching your head or biting your fingernail, get in touch with me. I got something for you. All right. Hey, it's been real and it's been exciting. It's always a pleasure. I love the fact that we have an opportunity to come on and engage. But yeah, like I said, it's been a little while, and I've been out of pocket because, like I told you before, I have been, excuse me, um, on vacation. And by being on vacation, well, I mean, I got to take a break every now and then, right? And so that's what's up. I've been on break, man. I had to take a break. But anyway, if you really want to know a little bit more about some of these programs, like I said, you can go to my Passive Income Pros, which is on my Telegram group. You can definitely go to Ultimate Weekend Plan and just kind of really see 2 or 3 of the really major programs out there. And so that's what I do. At the end of the day, that's what I do. I bring you quality platforms so that you can absolutely crush it. You can absolutely win it. All right. It's time to win. It's time to win again and again and again. And so I say that to say this. It's been good. It's been great. And I will continue to deliver the goods to you and for you. All right. All right. Peace. Y'all take care. And I'll see you on the other side.